Today in science class, we're going to take a look at and review our study of Chapter 9, Carbon Chemistry. In the initial portion, Part A is our vocabulary review where the directions say to match the terms in Column 2 with the definitions in Column 1. Write the letter of the correct term in the blank right here on the left of that definition. On the second page, Part B, our concept review. In the first section, numbers 1 through 8, you're going to classify the following by writing either organic or inorganic in the blank before each item. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like plant, pebble, methane gas, sugar, steel, cotton, copper, table salt. You're thinking to yourself, organic or inorganic is basically is it living or non-living? Could it contain carbon or not contain carbon? So there's two ways in which organic is often sometimes defined by scientists, and that's if it's living, it's organic, and if it has carbon, it's organic. Both of those are put together as part of that definition, where you could probably separate those and say, well, something that's organic is living, or something that has carbon is organic. Those are two similar definitions. So you're looking to answer which one of those items would be living or has carbon. The second section in concept review Part B is numbers 9 through 21. Here you're going to complete each sentence by filling in the blank with the correct term. And then lastly, the last section, the directions for number 22 and 23, it says answer the following questions on the lines provided, as they are short answer questions. What Mr. Shane would like to do today is to go through the vocabulary terms with you on the very first page, and then the second page is going to be yours to complete on your own, with obviously the reference to all the vocabulary terms that we'll have correct in your textbook to go back and use your rereading strategy. Let's get started. Number 1, the compounds that have the same chemical formula but different structures are G isomers. Number 2, a hydrocarbon molecule in which all the bonds are single bonds, a saturated hydrocarbon. Number 3, a hydrocarbon in which a carbon atom forms a double or triple bond, that would be L unsaturated hydrocarbon. Number 4, an oxygen atom and a hydrogen atom joined by a covalent bond, that is a D-hydroxyl group. Number 5, term for most compounds that contain carbon, that would be H, organic compounds. Number 6, the result when a hydroxyl group replaces a hydrogen atom in a hydrocarbon, that is an M, alcohol. Number 7, a carbon atom, 2 oxygen atoms, and a hydrogen atom. All of those atoms put together are going to make up this type of group. That would be I, a carboxyl group. Number 8, a group of substituted hydrocarbons formed when an amino group replaces a hydrogen atom. That is J, an amine. Number 9, formed when nitrogen atom is joined by 2 covalent bonds to 2 hydrogen atoms. That's an amino group. Notice the difference between those. Number 9 is an amino group, so it's just referring to the nitrogen and hydrogen atoms that are bonded together. And 8 is a substituted hydrocarbon, so when the amino group is added to the hydrocarbon, that's where you have an amine that is the new substance. Number 10, the building blocks of proteins are F, amino acids. Number 11, a long chain of many small organic molecules is B, polymer. Number 12, a polymer that consists of a chain of individual amino acids is C, protein. Number 13, broken down by the body into simple sugars that supply energy, that would be K, carbohydrates. 14, organic compounds that are more concentrated energy sources than carbohydrates, that would be E, lipids. Lipids are also known as fats, big time energy source. They're not good for you if you're not going to burn that energy, however. 15, lipids that tend to be liquids because their molecules bend where there is a double bond. That would be an unsaturated fat. And 16, a complex lipid that your body uses to build cell membranes. That's P, cholesterol. Again, on the back side, which you'll do on your own, numbers 1 through 8, you're filling in organic or inorganic. Numbers 9 through 21, fill in the blank, the line provided. You might need to go back in your textbook, find the context of what is being mentioned in the sentence itself, and then find where that would be the proper term or word to fill in to complete the sentence. And then 22 and 23 are short answer questions. Let's do number 22 and 23. Number 22 says, why is propane considered a saturated hydrocarbon? A saturated hydrocarbon is one that has all single bonds. So propane has all single bonds with the different hydroxyl groups that are added to it for your saturated hydrocarbon. Number 23, why is ethanol considered to be a substituted hydrocarbon? A substitute hydrocarbon is where you're going to change out one of the hydrogens that's attached to the carbon chain. So it's substituted because the hydrogen is substituted for an OH, therefore it's an ethanol or ethane turned into an alcohol, that OH, that hydroxyl group that is added to that. Hopefully that helps. You've got numbers 1 through 8 and 9 through 21 to do on your own. God's blessings.